guys, and it's every man for himself for the matches Randy Orton wants to compete in. The Apex Predator trusts no one and prefers to strike at his own will.
Guys, I'm interested to see if any alliances get formed here tonight, or if it truly will be one-on-one-on-one.
Randy Orton has over 15 years of experience in WWE, and he hasn't slowed down a step.
Yeah, if anything, the Vipers become even more proficient with that devastating RKO.
Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. To the face.
Guys, you never know what you're going to see in a match like this. And if you need proof of that, just go back to watch Daniel Bryan versus Kane from Extreme Rules 2014.
Could have a stiff neck for a while.
The triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship was another example of the incredible competition between the female superstars of WWE. Charlotte was physically dominant in fighting off the challenges of Bayley and Sasha Banks. At one point, the Queen even landed a moonsault on both their opponents at the same time. But the Boss and Bayley put it all on the line and kept fighting.
There were several near pinfalls during this battle, but in the end, as it should be, the Queen exhibited her genetic superiority by fighting off both her challengers. After drilling Bayley with a boot to the face, the Queen pinned the Hugger and retained her Raw Women's Championship.
Right in the mouth.
Relentless.
How could they get away with that? That's not legal. Bobby Lashley has a work ethic that is second to none, and it's easy to see where he learned that. He's the son of a drill sergeant and spent time in the Army himself. What a clothesline! Ouch!
Nailed it.
Michael touched on Lashley's military background, and Sami Zayn should have done that research too. Instead, he questioned Lashley's service to his country, which
We haven't seen before, and the Dominator beat Zayn so bad. It put the former NXT champion on the shelf for nearly a year.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
And the slam.
Now that's how you make a statement. The force of that impact should put an end to this match right here.
For a few years, Randy Orton brought his career to even greater heights by aligning with the Authority as their personally appointed face of the WWE. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton was in position.
Good night.
But he's got to capitalize now. Michael mentioned Randy Orton as the face of the WWE, given his long history aligning with Triple H. It made perfect sense for the game to give the Viper preferential treatment, main events, and a lengthy world title reign.
Gentlemen, it was so much more than their history that made Randy Orton the face of WWE. Randy Orton has the look, style, and the attitude of a champion, and that is why Triple H made him the centerpiece of the Authority for so long. I'll tell you, watching Extreme Rules matches make me happy. My in-ring days are behind me. You talk about a treacherous impact.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Momentum is fully in the corner of Randy Orton now.
Orton looking hot every ounce of that one. Down they go. This is all but over. Slam down hard.
Nice. Shut it down. This is a treacherous match indeed, as Corey was saying. I can't even tell you how many times we've seen Extreme Rules matches result in broken bones, stitches, and even trips to a medical facility.
Yeah, but despite all those inherent dangers, these superstars still willingly sign up for Extreme Rules matches. That's what amazes me the most.
You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude. Just a step quick over, it looks like.
Oh, we know what's coming next.
Oh, boy, do we ever.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE history.
One needs to look at Orton's medical history for the key. More than anything else, shoulder injuries have put the Viper on the sideline.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Looking to finish things off.
Look out. Of course, Bobby Lashley's current run in WWE has been impressive, but let's not forget just how dominant he was during his initial time here. There wasn't a superstar on the roster he couldn't beat.
Some damage has been dished out, but certainly not enough to assume this one's even close to being over. Guys, if there was one word to describe Bobby Lashley, it would be winner. Over the last 2 decades, it's all he's done. Boom! Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Michael mentioned how Lashley has a history of winning, and there's a lot of truth to that. Before joining WWE, he had an impressive amateur career, which led, of course, to his quick ascent in WWE.
During his break from WWE, he managed to balance winning MMA championships while also earning titles from top independent promotions. In my opinion,
Randy Orton, an RKO!
We may be looking at our winner here, guys. I have to tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is a thing of beauty. Oh, unless you're the one who's getting dropped by it. The Apex Predator's speed and power are just the beginning because an RKO can occur at any moment.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way since the hashtag out of nowhere trends on social media whenever the Viper uncoils.
It doesn't matter if an opponent is behind Randy Orton, in front of him.
The devastating Orton stomp. Randy Orton might be the most successful third-gen.
The stomp in every single part of his body. The Viper strikes again. I love it.
Harsh impact.
Randy Orton climbing up.
Look at this. You both started the Orton family tree with the discussion of Bob Orton Sr., but Randy's father, Cowboy Bob Orton, has an impressive pedigree too as a WWE superstar, including being in Roddy Piper's corner during major matches at the first 2 WrestleManias.
As great as his father and grandfather were, Randy brought the Orton name to even greater heights with multiple WrestleMania main events and over a dozen WWE Championship reigns. For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, 2 things are critical. 1, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological warfare. And number 2, stay away from the RKO.
No, reverses it. You gotta believe this one's over. The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then
end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Viper's opponents must try to escape the psychological torture and at all costs stay far away from the RKO.
Over 15 years into his WWE career, there were a few firsts left for Randy Orton to conquer, but he found one when he beat Bobby Roode and captured the United States Championship for the very first time.
Oh, this could be bad. This could be really bad. This might be it. Oh, my. Michael mentioned Randy Orton's United States title win, and true to Orton form, it came out of nowhere. After a quickly intensifying rivalry, the Viper beat the Glorious One at Fastlane for the one title he had.
10th person in WWE history to become a Grand Slam champion, which requires you hold the tag titles, the United States title, Intercontinental title, and a WWE.
I think this is the beginning of the end. Slam with authority.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Randy Orton got the worst end of that stick. And here comes Orton. Talk about rocking the jaw.
What a match!
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological war.
Uh-oh. Hung out to dry.
Vintage Randy Orton. Now it's time to capitalize.
Orton better not waste this opportunity.
The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Viper's opponents must try to escape the psychological torture and at all costs stay far away from the RKO. If you ask me, guys, matches like this where there are essentially no rules are one giant free-for-all where absolutely anything can happen.
Gets him in position.
This is not going to end well for him, Michael. Oh, my God.
Byron, you spoke about this before. A competitor must do everything they can do to start things off on the right foot in a triple threat match. One way to do that.
Here he goes.
Oh, what impact. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
He can't take much more.
The steps connect. That hurt me just watching.
Over 15 years into his WWE career, there were a few firsts left for Randy Orton to conquer, but he found one when he beat Bobby Roode and captured the United States Championship for the very first time.
Back elbow. Jeez, did you see that? Michael mentioned Randy Orton's United States title win, and true to Orton form, it came out of nowhere. After a quickly intensifying rivalry, the Viper beat the Glorious One at Fastlane for the one title he had yet to claim.
In the process, Orton became only the 10th person in WWE history to become a Grand Slam champion, which requires you hold the tag titles, the United States title, Intercontinental title, and a WWE championship. Another apex for the Apex Predator.
I have to tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is a thing of beauty. But unless you're the one who's getting dropped by it. The Apex Predator's speed and power are just the beginning because an RKO can occur at any moment.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way.
Oh, man, Orton just stomping away.
And enjoying every moment of it.
Multiple stops. This one is over. Yeah, that was lightning quick.
He's close to being done here.
And here's RKO out of nowhere.
Wow, I'm just...
Look at this. 2. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it.
Wow. Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
When this guy's on, look out.
Lashley just barely got out of the way.
Gets out of the way of that one. Knee drop. He has him right where he wants him.
He can't withstand one bit more.
I'm not at all shocked to see this superstar compete tonight, despite the injury that would have likely sidelined many others. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way. Harsh impact.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now. Bulldog.
Bulldog!
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Some superstars who've competed in a triple threat match feel it's a good idea to have both a finishing move that brings you to a pinfall attempt on your opponent and a submission move that can make your opponent tap out. Given the chaotic and unpredictable...
Looking at it here.
Oh, nasty impact. But can't...
He's got him covered. As Byron mentioned, innovation certainly is a key in a match like this. A competitor can't be adverse to taking action outside the ring. By no means is this your traditional contest.
No, it's not, Cole, but at the same time, you still win this match the old-fashioned way, by pinfall or submission.
Without a doubt, this is a volatile situation, guys. WWE superstars are dangerous without weapons. Then you put them in an environment like this, and who knows what you're liable to see.
Well, guys, unless you've been living under a rock, you've by now heard somebody talking about how great this superstar's last match was.
There's the cutter!
This is his opportunity to win this thing.
That one landed, that's for sure.
Well, it sounds like a question with no good answer to it, Corey, but I've got to ask, how do you beat somebody as dominant as Lashley?
You got to get help. Just go back and look at the few times I've done.
Lashley just barely got out of the way.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Corey brings up a good point. Outside interference has been the common denominator in many of Lashley's losses, dating back to Finley employing the help of Hornswoggle to defeat Lashley for the United a second time.
Nailed it. Can he finish him off here? Is the second time enough to end this match?
Escapes trouble there.
superplex. Lashley just going for broke. He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
He somehow breaks free.
Nice, but he clearly has next to nothing left to give here.
An uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
Irish whip. Ooh, what an elbow. A barrage of elbows.
Beautiful technique.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
In an environment where it's not uncommon to see superstars beating their chests over how great they think they are, I find Lashley's reserved demeanor to be quite refreshing.
Well, Lashley isn't the most outspoken guy in WWE, but that's why he's recruited the man with the biggest mouth on 205 Live, Lio Rush.
He's looking at it. Is he done?
The two of you touched on Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley's newfound...
And he fights his way free.
He's got to be working on instinct right now, Cole.
Oh! The Viper strikes again. I love it.
Well, you know that Bobby Lashley has impressive skills once the bell rings, but he's had to prove himself in some strange new ways as of late.
Michael, you must mean the time Sami Zayn made the Dominator run and obstacle course? Or are you referring to Jinder Mahal's yoga session? Bulldog! Delivered with force.
Yeah, you two joked about Bobby Lashley doing yoga and obstacle courses. It's all fun and games, but Zayn and Mahal both know that mind games,
He might have it. An RKO!
To think, I almost wrote it.
Got the shoulders down. 1, 2. And he got a near fall out of it.
This is amazing.
Boom, what impact. Clothesline. Big time takedown right there.
This might just be it for him, Michael.
For a few years, Randy Orton brought his career to even greater heights by aligning with the Authority as the personally appointed face of the WWE.
Ooh! And here comes Orton. Bulldog! Michael mentioned Randy Orton as the face of the WWE, given his long history.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh, nasty impact.
Goes down hard. Ooh, what impact.
Beautiful technique.
And here comes Orton.
Eludes that one. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Randy Orton feeling good about himself right now. Randy Orton might be the most successful third-generation wrestler in WWE history. The Orton family in the 1960s all the way to today. Hey, look at that in a second. Mindbuster!
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Looking for the win. Here's the cover. One. Gets the shoulder up. Wow. What's it going to take?
The Apex Predator stays in the hunt with that kick out.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Back in from the apron. Bam! What a slam.
Real quick reminder, guys, there are no disqualifications and no countouts in this one. Anything is legal. Oh, and their
Counter here.
Harsh impact.
Who knows what's going to happen? This match could go anywhere. As Corey mentioned, there's a treasure trove of weapons under the ring. Everything from kendo sticks to steel chairs to fire extinguishers. If you can think about it, it's probably under there.
And when that's the case, it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt. It's a matter of how badly you're going to get hurt.
Backbreaker!
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Avoids trouble there.
hung out to dry.
Good night, but can he follow up here?
Here's a cover. 1, 2.
The superstar always needs to be ready to be attacked by both opponents in a triple threat.
Wait a minute. Schoolboy. And it's Randy Orton able to stop the count.
Wow, Randy Orton was all but finished, but he summoned the strength to survive. Wow, I thought he was a goner. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Out of nowhere.
And there it is.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat.
A competitor must be ready for the possibility that they'll fall victim to a 2-on-1 attack in a triple threat match. A great example of that was the triple threat match on SmackDown Live between...
I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton in position. Vintage Randy Orton.
Can he finish him off here?
Orton better not waste this opportunity.
Lashley just barely got out of the way.
Guys, if there was one word to describe Bobby Lashley, it would be winner. Over the last 2 decades, it's all he's done.
If he sticks this, he is done.
Michael mentioned how Lashley has a history of winning, and there's a lot of truth to that. Before joining WWE, he had an impressive amateur career, which led, of course, to his quick ascent in WWE.
Well, during his break from WWE, he managed to balance winning MMA championships while also earning titles from top independent promotions. In my opinion, Lashley's going to prove even more dominant this time around.
Another electric crowd on hand here for SmackDown, as has been the norm over the years. Facebuster!
Man, that was vicious.
We know what this means.
Nailed it. That's what he was looking for, Michael. Does Orton even know where he is?
Look out, look out. This could be it. Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one. We have seen him here. And RKO!
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will. This is Randy Orton's chance.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed. This is his opportunity to win this.
Penny in predicament. 1, 2, 3. What a win. Talk about seizing opportunity.